What's happening, everybody? Welcome back to Game Day with Trey. Of course, this is your host, Trey, and today we're going to talk about this Thursday afternoon NFL matchup between the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants. All right, so this game will be played Thursday on Turkey Day. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody, by the way. Kickoff at 4:30 p.m. East Coast time, Arlington, Texas. All right, the line is currently Dallas by 3.5. The over/under set at 37.5. There hasn't really been any movement at all on this line thus far, guys. But let's go ahead and let's take a look at this matchup real quick. The first thing you got to talk about before we even talk about last week, you got to talk about the fact that we don't know what quarterbacks are going to be out here. Okay, Tommy DeVito, he's doubtful. All right, bothered by a forearm injury, and is not expected to play against the Cowboys. So it most likely will be Drew Lock out here, guys. All right, for this game. So everything that everything you already know about this team, just throw it out the window, because now you got another quarterback out there. You really don't know what he's gonna do. So you're really gonna have to pay attention to these numbers and just pay attention to what's going on, guys, because this is gonna be a bumpy ride. All right, but we're gonna make this one quick. All right, so the Cowboys season is still all but over. All right, they're coming off a key victory in the last time they were out against the Washington Commanders. The Cowboys scored 24 points in the fourth quarter, and that was enough to somehow pull out the win. Now, Cooper Rush completed 24 of his 32 passes for 247 yards, 2 touchdowns, while Rico Dowdell had 19 carries for 86 yards, and CeeDee Lamb finished with 10 catches for 67 yards. Rush actually looked kind of like an NFL quarterback out there. I'm not going to lie. It kind of almost looked like a couple years ago when Dak got hurt. And Rush was out there slinging that thing, man. And they're going to need him to have another huge game out here if they're going to come out and win. But they need him to play if that's going to happen, too. Because remember, he's questionable right now, too. So you might see Trey Lance versus Drew Lock. The two of the biggest busts in the NFL over the last 10 years. You know what I mean? Go match out against each other. And if that happens, oh my goodness, man. The NFL is going to be so bad for a Thursday Thanksgiving game. Damn, man. Hey, but hold up. That is a good lookout. That does give us an opportunity to actually take that nap. All right, so anyway, back to what I'm supposed to be doing here, guys. All right, when you're talking about with the Giants, the Giants have quit at this point. They're playing for a draft pick. That's proven by the benching of Daniel Jones and subsequent release of Daniel Jones. All right, in the last game against Tampa Bay Buccaneers, the Giants scored only 7 points and they gave up 30. And that led to a 23-point defeat. Now, Tommy DeVito completed 21 of his 31 passes for 189 yards. Malik Neighbors finished with 6 catches for 64 yards, and the running game didn't get going. But Tyrone Tracy Jr., he's the top rusher. He did finish with 9 carries for 42 yards. So that's a little something. You know what I mean? That gives them a start, at least. You know, but at the end of the day, man, when you don't know what quarterback's going to be out here, man, the only thing you can pay attention to is the actual matchup itself, right? So we already know the New York Giants only score 14.8 points per game. That's the worst offense in the NFL, and they're going against the second worst defense in the NFL, and the Dallas Cowboys. Although the Dallas Cowboys do have potential because they have players on that end, that side of the ball. They got Micah Parsons and all that good stuff out there, guys. All right, as far as on third down, Giants are middle of the pack. They convert 37.91% of the time. Dallas allows you to convert 35.07% of the time. That's 11th in the NFL. Red zone, Dallas is the worst red zone team in the NFL, but on defense, and the Giants are the worst red zone offense in the NFL. So, but if they can even get down the field, they most likely won't be able to score a touchdown. They only score 1.5 touchdowns a game so far this season, guys. And Dallas, they don't look too much better. They score 20 points a game. Going against the Giants team that gives up 22.9. On third down, Dallas only converts 34.27% of the time. Giants actually stop people on defense 35.82% of the time is what they allowed you to convert. So their defense will be able to kick them off the field on third down. And then in the red zone, well, Dallas has got second worst red zone offense in the NFL. This is why the total's so low. So, how's the ball going to move? What's going to happen? Well, let me tell you this, right? So, Dallas has the second worst running game in the NFL, and the Giants are the worst running defense in the NFL. So, maybe Dallas can get off a little bit there. the Giants will be able to run the ball because Dallas is literally the worst running defense in the NFL. So Tracy, his player prop. Let's look at that. Yeah. Let's look at the running back player prop right now. Let's just go ahead and stop right now. Look at the running back. Oh man, that's crazy. Okay, so rushing yards. Let's look. Tracy 79.5 is over. It's plus 180. Over 64.5 is minus 115. I kind of like that. Tyrone Tracy over 64.5 rushing yards. That's definitely in play right now. Okay, and then so let's look situationally real quick, guys, because there's really not much more I want to talk about this game. It's just I really don't want to talk about this game. So the last 3 times out here, the Giants scored 15.3 points, and they gave up 25.7 points a game. Dallas scored 16.7 points, gave up 31.3 points a game in the last 3 times out. So neither one can play defense. Neither one of them can score. All right. At home, Dallas has actually not won a game all year long or covered. All right. Dallas scores 13.8 points a game and gives up 37.4 points a game at home, whereas the Giants on the road, they're better on the road actually than they are at home. So the Giants score 20 points and give up 20 points. But at the end of the day, that's a lot of Daniel Jones. That's not Drew Locker or Tommy Cutlets out there. Like I said, against the spread on the road, the Giants are 2-2, and Dallas is 0-5 at home. And as a home favorite, Dallas is 0-1, and the Giants are, as an away underdog, are 2-2 against the spread. Now, over-unders, both so the Giants played to the under because it's 3 to the over and 8 to the under so far this season, whereas Dallas is 7 to the over and 4 to the under. When Dallas is at home, it's overs. It's 4 overs and 1 under. And when the Giants are on the road, it's been 2 overs and 2 unders, guys. When you're looking at these two teams, you got to understand Giants are 2-8 on the season. They're 2-7-1 against the spread, and there's 3 overs and 7 unders in the last 10 games. Giants' next 3 games, they got New Orleans, Baltimore, and Atlanta. Okay, and the next 3. All right. So at the end of the day, Dallas in the last 10 games they've been out, they're 3-7. They're 2-7-1 against the spread, and they're 6 to the over, 4 to the under. They've literally played 2 straight overs, whether you talk about the Houston game or the Washington game, the last 2 games that they played. And like I said, they haven't won a game yet at home. Right now, head-to-head, Dallas is 9-1. They also on the against the spread, they're 6-3-1 against the Giants, and it's been 6 to the over, 4 to the under in the last 10 times. This is all the numbers in the last 10 times they've been playing, man. Dallas just has been, no matter what, Dallas ends up winning. Even earlier this year, they beat them 20-15 in New York, but that was a very different game with very different quarterbacks, guys. Okay, so when you're looking at trends, the New York Giants have hit the fourth quarter game total under in 10 of their last 16 games. Dallas Cowboys have hit the fourth quarter money line in 10 of their last 17 games. New York Giants have covered the second quarter spread in 5 of their last 7 away games, and the Dallas Cowboys have hit the first half game total over in 7 of their last 9 games at home. New York Giants have hit the first half game total under in 9 of their last 18 games, and the Cowboys have hit the first quarter game total over in 6 of their last 9 games at home. Dallas Cowboys have also hit the game total over in 6 of their last 9 games at home for a full game, whereas the New York Giants have hit the second half money line in 5 of their last 13 games. All right, so where am I at? What am I feeling? Well, the Giants have lost each of their last 6 games against teams that held a losing record. The Cowboys have won each of their last 7 games against the Giants. The Giants have failed to cover the spread in each of their last 5 games as underdogs, and the Cowboys have covered the spread in 13 of their last 15 home games against teams that held a losing record. The favorites have won the first quarter in each of the Cowboys' last 6 games, and the Giants have lost the first half in each of their last 4 games against NFC opponents. Hopefully, after you get some big turkey dinner, you can take a nap, guys. When this game comes on, auto bet it on probably the under. I like the under 37.5 and take a nap. Definitely Tyrone Tracy over his 64.5 yards. I believe that's definitely in play. I like that. Dallas is not very good against the run, and that's the only opportunity that the Giants will have to consistently move the ball. In my mind, that's just what it is, But I don't know. Hope this information helps y'all. Y'all have a blessed day. Stay safe. Happy Thanksgiving, and I'm gonna see y'all at the window, man. Peace.